everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany in case you are new. Today we're going to be trying out Sally Beauty makeup. I did go there today to see what kind of makeup that they had, and I found this brand called Collab Beauty. They had foundation and primer and eyeshadow and blush and different types of makeup that you could do a full face. So I got a brush set from there. And when I was checking out, they gave me a holiday gift set. So let me go ahead and open up all these products and we'll get started. Okay, the first product we're going to be going in with is this Collab Beauty Primer. It says it's also a skin booster. It says, show your best face with this hydrating charge and a fast absorbing skin elixir used as a daily serum, as a primer before makeup application, or add to your favorite foundation. Our blend of rosehip, grapefruit, lemon, and antioxidant melon extracts help brighten, tone, and revitalize the skin while giving it a glow from within. It's lightly scented, it says. So it looks kind of like a jelly kind of consistency. So let's see. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand as always. Oh, okay, it wasn't too bad to get out. So it's about that. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, the consistency. It does smell good and it feels good. It feels really soft. Wow. It doesn't feel like a moisturizer that I've ever felt before, or a primer for that matter, but it feels really soothing. Okay, the next thing we're going to go into is the foundation. That primer did set down really quickly, soaked into the skin really quickly. Next thing we're going to do is the foundation and go into this really cool looking sponge. It has a lot of different angles on it. It's not as it's soft, but it's not as soft as my e.l.f. sponge, so we shall see how it works. And the foundation that I did get was this Skin Wonder Nourishing Foundation, SPF 15. It says Real Skin Finish. And I'm in the shade beige. They did have one for matte, like a matte finish, but I'm always looking for hydrating finishes. Let's see what kind of... Oh, it's got a doe foot on it. So I do find lately with the moisture, the ones that say skin-like or light finish or hydrating, they do tend to have a wand on the end. I know my Neutrogena one that has that. The Physicians Formula Healthy Skin has that, the doe foot. Also the Tarte hydrating shape tape or base tape, it has the applicator like that too. So we'll go ahead and just kind of, hopefully it's my shade. I didn't shade match, but it looks similar to my skin. Just gonna put it everywhere. Alright, so I'm gonna show you one side with, like I normally do, and one side without. I'm gonna try with this sponge first. Okay, the sponge is it's not absorbing a lot of the product. I'm not used to it. It's not as soft as the e.l.f. or the L'Oreal sponge. But it's good. It's doing the job. Let me see if it's buildable, because it is very light tinted moisturizer kind of coverage. Whoop. Okay, it is buildable. I may try the other side with a brush. It is nice though. It's cooling and you can feel the hydration. You can feel, whenever you feel that cooling feeling, you know you're getting hydration as well. Okay, let me go ahead and put you guys close. So side with foundation and side without. So there's some difference. It is really skin-like finish though. So I'm going to try a brush on the other side just to see if there's any difference in coverage. Okay, so I'm going to try a brush on the other side. I did get this gift set brush set. Well, not gift set, this brush set. So it's got a powder brush, an angled brush, a foundation brush, an eyeshadow brush, crease brush, concealer brush, and an eyeshadow blender brush. I want to say it was $25. Okay, let's see if that brush is going to give, not take away as much coverage. Yeah, it's not taking as much coverage away as the blender, but I think I will go over it with the sponge. Just kind of press it in. So I do think you get more coverage with the brush side, and just kind of go over it with the Beauty Blender just to press it in. Okay, it sets down quick. It does have has a little bit of a tackiness to it, but it is a skin-like finish. It does have a little more coverage than the Neutrogena Hydro Boost that I did use last video. But speaking of coverage, I did get their concealer. It's called the No Flaws Liquid Concealer. It comes kind of in a big tube like that. Oops, it's still sealed. Let's see how their applicator is looking. Okay, it's like a little paddle. Alright, just go ahead and put that under my eyes. I do like to go hide that dark spot on the side, darkness on the side. It's the flat end of the Beauty Blender. Okay, it blends out nicely. Okay, here's the little concealer brush. It's teeny tiny. Go ahead and try to see how it blends out with the brush. Okay, it's a little bit too small for, I'm going to go back with the sponge. The sponge worked pretty well though. The concealer is performing well also. Okay, before we do eyes, I'm going to go in. I did buy No Flaws cream concealer in a deeper shade to contour with. I didn't see a cream contour, so I just got a darker shade. So I'm going to go ahead and contour before we get into our eyes. Just going to put it like right there. Oh, this is really creamy. I'm going to take the foundation brush and I'm going to blend it back. It is a little deep. If you find that you need to tone it down, you can always go back into the, so I'm using a foundation brush. You can go back into the foundation and kind of tone it down a little bit. But this is really creamy. may have gotten too deep of a shade, but it's working out. You can always tone it down with a little foundation or blend it out a little more. But I do like the consistency of this concealer, the cream concealer. It's really, really creamy. And if you want to contour around your jawline, and just blend it out with your brush or your sponge. I'm going to use the sponge. The sponge seems to be doing a pretty good job. It is a little bit harder, like I said, than the e.l.f. sponge that I'm used to. And I mean, just not as soft, but it does blend things out well. It's just I'm not used to it. It did a great job with the concealer and also did a great job with the, with the foundation, the concealer, and the cream concealer. Okay, I did get this kind of purpley cool tone shades. They did have a bunch of different ones too, but I chose this one because I found this eyeshadow. What is this? It's kind of a glitter and go liquid eyeshadow, and it was this kind of purpley shade, so I had to get this to kind of go with it. So let's go ahead and go in with the crease brush. Okay, this is what their crease brush looks like. It's on a little bit of an angle. I'm going to go into, let's see what sort of shade. I'm going to go into this last shade right here. I don't think they have names on them. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go into the crease with the lightest shade. Well, not the lightest. It's not the lightest. They have like this gray shade, this pink shade, and then they have a purpley shade in this last one. That's the one I'm going to go into, just to kind of see how much pigment they do have on them. Okay, nice. It's darker than what I thought it would be. You just want to do windshield wiper motions back and forth in that crease. Okay, the next shade I'm going to go into is that purpley shade right here, that deep purple. I'm going to use it on the outer corner. It's almost a, oh, it's so pretty. Very deep. These are very pigmented. So kind of go with a light hand, but it is pretty. Along the lash line and up. Nice. They did have like micellar water and some skincare products too that I didn't pick them up though, but I'll have to try them out. I'm gonna take this fluffy eyeshadow blending brush just to kind of tone it down, get rid of the harsh lines. You always want to keep a clean, fluffy brush kind of handy, just in case you went in too heavy with a hand, just to kind of blend it out. Perfect. Okay. And then in my inner corner, I'm going to go in with a light shade. Because I'm going to have to go in with lighter than what we went in. This kind of bright white shade, I'm going to go in on top of the lid and in that inner corner. And again, I'm going to use the blending brush. Make sure you have like a, not a makeup wipe, but like a paper towel or a washcloth I always keep by, just to kind of brush the pigment off before I go in with another shade. Really, who has time for all the brushes? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go on the top of my lid and in the inner corner. Oh, this is a pretty shade. Okay, and for my favorite I've been waiting for is the On The Go Glitter and Go, I'm sorry, liquid eyeshadow. It kind of looks like those Stila eyeshadows at first sight. But I'm going to put that on, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it. Let's see. I'm going to put it kind of over that, let me get the fluffy brush and kind of blend it out. So I do have the clean fluffy brush. Okay, so I'm going to go with the shimmer glitter and go with the wand. Oh, these are so fun to use. I'm going to take a little bit of the excess off just in case they're really, really intense. So I'm going to go on the lid. This is really beautiful. Wow. I'm going over that white shade everywhere except for the very inner corner right there. Oh, this is beautiful. Very pretty, very easy to apply. So you'll see, beautiful. I'm going to go in with the Ink Addict liquid liner. It's in the shade, if only I could see, dark brown. And let's see. Okay, it's got a felt tip at the end. I'm not going to do a wing. I'm just going to go along the lash line. And that glitter did set and dry. Okay, it's easy to use. It's not skipping. It does dry quickly. And it looks like it dries matte where it's not shiny. Nice. And it is a dark brown. It's a pretty color. Alright, so I'm going to go in with the Collab. Though I don't know why I keep saying Collab. You knew what brand I'm using. The Collab. The Works Wow Effect All-in-One Mascara. It's waterproof and it gives a, this is extreme black. It gives a false lash effect. So we shall see. I like the packaging. It's pretty. Okay, the wand is intense. It's kind of a plasticky wand. Sorry. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. There we go. So let's see how it goes. I really like this apple. I have never used a wand quite like this one. I mean, I've used a plastic wand before, but whoa, this one is, it's got all kinds of edges and angles on it. And it is volumizing and it's lengthening right away. I am making a little bit of a mess. Wow, beautiful. And it is waterproof, so if you do curl your eyelashes, I curl them sometimes, not all the time, but it will hold the curl. Most waterproof mascaras do. This curl separates, volumizes. I mean, it is all in one. I'm looking at this. Wow. I think I found a new affordable mascara. And if you turn it with your hand, you're going to get the most out of it, because you're just going to use all sides of the wand. Alright, so I'm going to take the concealer brush, and I'm going to do my lower lash line with that pretty purple shade that I used on the outer corner. I'm going to take that and put it on my lash line. Not all the way in, just about, not even halfway. I have such tiny eyes, it's hard to see where I'm going to, you know, not even halfway, just on the outer edge. That's a pretty purple though, and that glitter gel is beautiful. That glitter shadow. And it dries down quickly so you don't make a mess. And in the lower lashes, I'm going to go ahead and use mascara. I am going to take some of it off because I'm going to make a mess. I know it. I always make a mess on that lower lash line. Every day I don't put mascara on my lower lash line just because I make such a mess and I don't have time to clean it all up. Okay. Just going to put a small coat. Yep, already making a mess. It's okay though. Go ahead and go into this palette. It has blush, it has highlighter, it has contour, bronzer. It has light contour, deep contour. So, it says brightener, blush, sculptor, bronzer, medium contour, deep contour, and highlighter. So I'm just going to use the bronzer and the medium. I'm going to use the medium contour and the blush that's in the highlighter. So to show you which ones I'm going to use. Let me get it. Okay, with the angle brush from that set, I'm going to go into this medium contour shade. It does look deeper. I did get medium deep, so it might be a little bit deeper. Since we did the contour shade, I'm just going to do bronzing. A little light bronzing. It's very pigmented, so you do not have to go in with your brush a lot. Just that was one tap in the brush. Into the palette. Get around your neck. Around your jawline, your neck. Looks good. Alright, and then with this fluffy brush from the palette, I'm going to do the blush shade, which is right here. And now that I know they're pigmented, I'm going to go in with a little tiny bit on the brush and tap it. Just on the apples of the cheeks. Okay, and for the highlighter, I'm going to use my finger. I always do. This is a pretty highlighting shade. You could probably use these shades for eye makeup. I need to tone down that blush a little bit too. So I'm just going to put it right here lightly. Cheekbone. Whoa. Okay. Beautiful highlight. I like to go on my brow bone, a little bit down the nose. Very pretty highlight. Okay, so we have our blush. I'm going to tone this blush down a little bit with that fluffy brush on the other side of it. Okay, next I'm going to go in with lips. This is Nude Addiction Dual Finish Lip. So it has one side looks like it. To this shade Sangria, one side looks like, let's see. Okay, that's the lipstick, and then one side looks kind of like a gloss. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. Whoa! I did not know it was this dark. I'm gonna have to take two on this Sangria Nude Addiction Dual Finish Lip. One side is a liquid lipstick, and the other side looks like a gloss, high shine gloss, and one side is a creamy matte. So I went in with it, I had to wipe it off. I went in with it. It is has a lot of color on it. It's kind of dark. So I'm going to take some of it off, some of the excess off, and go in a little bit lighter. It's a pretty color. It's really dark, rich. I didn't know it was going to be that dark. Okay, and the side is the High Shine Gloss. It's the same shade, color shade, must be much lighter, so. Okay, I'm liking all of this so far, guys. So I did not pick up a powder. This foundation, I usually don't use powders. You guys know I just kind of lightly tap around. So I did not buy a powder. They didn't have a powder foundation. They also had loose setting powder. But I didn't get a powder. It doesn't seem like I need to. The foundation set down nice. It's not shiny anywhere. I also did not get a setting spray. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. setting spray and I will be right back with you. Okay guys, so far what are we thinking here? I do like all of the products. Not too sure on the concealer. I have to see how it wears. Also, the lip product always seems like when I test out a full face of something, it seems like I pick out this dark, deep shade that maybe I should have went with a nude, but I do like the formula. So this is a Shape and Shade Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. It has a spoolie on one end and an ultra fine point on the other. Looks familiar to me, like the CoverGirl and the e.l.f. I'm going to go ahead and brush the brows up. Like I say in every video, my brows are crazy because I'm letting them grow out. And then eventually have them shaped. Okay, let me go ahead and fill them in. Let's start at the bottom. Okay, this is a good shade. It's not too red. Sometimes when you get a warm shade, it comes out like a reddish brown. This is more cool tone brown. Nice. And I just fill in the sparse areas. I don't do the boxy shape, and then I brush them out, and then I did get a brow gel from them. So you brush it out. Then I'm gonna go in with the brow gel. Where are you? Okay. It's a Collab Shape and Shade, just like the pencil. Tinted brow mascara, and it's in light brunette. Okay, I didn't realize I didn't do shade matches here, so let's see. I do use a light hand, so it really doesn't matter if it's too light. Okay, let's see what kind of wand we have. It is a pretty good size amount of product. Okay, it has a little bitty spoolie on the end. Alright, let's hope it's not too light. But I'm just going to take a light hand and go, nope. Actually, it's not light at all. And I do like to set the back hairs down. So guys, if you're interested in a new makeup brand, not new, I don't think it's new, but I don't think many people know about it because it's at Sally's Beauty Supply. It's the first time I'm hearing about it, so, or seeing it. Okay, when I say that brow palette, that brow mascara really holds them in place, I mean it really sets them. I mean it feels like I have hairspray in there. They're not going anywhere. So far, I mean, I've liked all of these products, but that's it, and this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you tried any of Collab's beauty, and what did you think? Is there anything that you recommend from the brand? But yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you can be notified for upcoming videos, and I'll see you later. Have a blessed day. Bye.